In this video, we're going to take a look at how to use the programs on the TI calculator to come up with number of permutations or number of combinations, whichever one is appropriate for your purposes. So let's say we wanted to do permutations, and specifically let's say that we were looking at a group of, 10 objects. So that's our N. And from that 10, we're going to choose 3. So that's our R. And let's say that order is important. So we're going to use permutations. So the calculator notation for permutations, it uses the NPR notation, meaning that in the calculator, the notation that we're going to put the N number in first, so 10. Then we're going to select the NPR command, and I'll show you how to do that. And then we'll put in the R value, the 3. So the number you're choosing from goes on the same side as the N. The number that you're choosing goes on the same side as the R. And this will be the command that we'll enter into the calculator, 10 NPR 3. And this just makes it so that you don't actually have to use that formula with the factorial and all of that. So here, if we're looking at our calculator screen, and let me zoom us in here a bit. Okay, that looks pretty good. So first we'll enter in the number 10. So that's, again, the N value that we're choosing from. Then we want to select this NPR command. And where that is, if you press your math key, that'll bring up this menu, and we want to go to the probability submenu on the right hand side, and then you'll notice your second option right here, NPR. That's what we want to select. Those are our permutations, NPR, and then from that group of 10 we want to choose 3, so we put a 3 on the right hand side, and this tells us there are 720 different ways, if order is important, to choose 3 objects from a group of 10. Now, if this had been combinations rather than permutations, and we still had, say, our 10 objects, was our N, 3 chosen, was our R, but let's say this time we're going to use combinations because order is unimportant. We'll be using the Ncr command, and it works just the same way. You'll put the N in first, then you'll select the calculator's Ncr command, then you'll put in the R, the 3, and you'll run it from there. So 10 Ncr 3. And to show you again how to do this on the calculator, put the 10 in first. Again, we're going to press this math key. Go over to probability, except this time we want to select option 3, NCR, rather than NPR. Put in our 3, press enter, and that tells me that if order is not important, there are only 120 ways that I can choose a group of 3 objects from a group of 10. Okay, so again, really important when you're putting this into the calculator to have thought through ahead of time whether or not order is important, because there is a big difference between permutations and combinations. 720 in this case versus 120. Huge difference. So if order is important, NPR. If order is unimportant, NCR.